the experiment what we are going to discuss now was regulation of three-phase alternator using MMF method and EMF method. Okay, both the procedure for the procedure for doing both the experiment is going to be similar. In what way it is going to differ is it is going to differ by the formula which is being used in EMF method and MMF method. Otherwise the readings are going to be same. Okay, so for both the experiment, that is regulation of three-phase alternator by EMF method and MMF method, is done with the help of same circuit diagram what you see here. Okay, so what is EMF and MMF method? What does that means? For the voltage regulation of your AC generator. Okay, for AC, in your AC generator, in order to calculate the value of voltage regulation, we will be using 4 methods. Okay, one is EMF method, other one is MMF method, other one is zero power factor method, and last one is American Standard Association ASA method. These are the 4 methods which is used to calculate voltage regulation for an alternator or three-phase generator. This is what the types of methods, the methods which is used to calculate the value of voltage regulation. In that, in your lab, you will be studying only 2 experiments, EMF method and MMF method, right? So only the the procedure for doing all this, calculating the values of your voltage, current, power, everything, the field current and your voltage what obtained and the EMF generated is going to be the same value for all the experiments, right? So first we will see how we are going to calculate those experiments. Here we will be having a generator and a motor, okay, which has been coupled with a coupling, right? So here the motor is used to do what? Your motor will be, we give a supply to the motor, in which the motor is the function is to convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. In order to operate the generator, we need a mechanical energy. That mechanical energy is given with the help of this DC motor. Okay, this is nothing but a DC shunt motor, what we have already seen. And here is the nameplate detail for your alternator, right? So alternator voltage is given 415. It is going to produce up to 415 volt, and current is given. Speed of the your generator is given, and these are the things, main things what you have to note down before doing the experiments. And coming back to the shunt motor nameplate details, what it is similar to the thing what you have seen in DC shunt motor. Okay, load test on and the speed control of DC shunt motor. Your voltage is 220 volt, 19 amp current, and RPM is 1500 RPM. So this is what the nameplate details. So you have to operate within these ranges while doing experiment, right? So on the components what has been used in this experiment is, we have used 2 rheostats. One is connected to the shunt motor field. Okay, so this is the rheostat which is connected to the shunt motor field winding in order to adjust or vary the speed of your shunt motor. Okay, and here is the rheostat which is used to, which is connected in the alternator field winding. Okay, so this is used to vary the speed of your alternator. Okay, alternator field winding, in turn we are going to vary the field current of your alternator with the help of this rheostat. Okay, so here is the ammeter which is going to measure the field current of your alternator. Okay, so here we have for shunt motor connection, we have used 3-point starter which is obtained from the supply. We have given connection as per circuit, and we have a field winding and we have an armature winding. Okay, this was the shunt motor connection. Coming to your generator, so it is a 3-phase alternator, so it is going to produce 3 phases. Okay, so for that we will be having a field winding. F1 and F2 is the field winding of your alternator, and RYB are the 3 phases. Okay, where we obtain the EMF output EMF from the generator. Okay, so from this we are going to measure the value of voltage. This is used to measure a single phase voltage. We have connected this between R and your B. Okay, so this measures the voltage between the phases R and B, right? So now we are going to start the motor, and here's the DC switch. We are going to start the motor. So once the DC switch is switched on, we have to operate with the help of starter. Why? Because it is the shunt motor is going to give the mechanical energy. So as the shunt motor has been started, the motor supply gets the supply. Sorry, here's the motor. The motor gets the supply, which is coupled with the alternator, which in turn rotates and give mechanical energy to this alternator, and your alternator will be producing, that is generating voltage or EMF. Okay, that is what we are going to measure using this method, and we are going to calculate the voltage regulation, right? So initially, by varying the field winding of your motor, we are adjusting the speed of motor to the standard or rated value. We have kept the motor speed at 1500 RPM, what we have seen in nameplate detail. Okay, now we are going to adjust the value of your voltage. Okay, by varying the field winding of your what your alternator, we are going to vary the field current. By varying the field current, the EMF produced is being changed. So this is what the reading what we are going to take. Initially we will change the value of field current, and the value of output voltage what is obtained is going to be noted down in this tabulation, right? So by varying this alternator, what we are going to do, by varying this rheostat, we are going to change the value of current, and the EMF is going to get changed. So by varying the field of your generator, I am varying the field current. Okay, so as the value of field current is get varied, what happens to your voltage or generated EMF from the alternator is also getting varied according to the change in your field current. These are the readings what we are going to obtain. Initially I kept I have connected it to 2 amps, so I have to multiply the value by 2 what I get here. So my value, now I have the value of 0.3 amp. Okay, so not 0.3 amp, it is nearly 0.3 amp, nearly 0.3 amp. So I have to multiply the value by 2. Why? Because I connected it in 2 amps, right? So 0.3 into 2 is nothing but 0.6. Okay, so 0.6, for 0.6 the output EMF produced here, it is connected in 600 volt. Okay, why? Because 3-phase supply, and the supply range is going to be up to 415 volt. Okay, so here it has to be multiplied by 15 into 2 is 300, 4 is 600. Okay, so we have to multiply this value, what value obtained, into 4 we have to do. So output voltage what we get, 100. Okay, so 100 into 4, it is nearly 450. Okay, this is what the reading what you obtain. Okay, after that you have to use this formula for your according to your EMF method or MMF method. There are different separate formulas. Using that formulas, you will be calculating the value of voltage regulation, right? So this is the thing what you are going to do both in EMF as well as MMF method. In same EMF MMF test, one more, we have done only open circuit test. So previously your R and B alone is being connected, and RY is being kept open, and therefore we obtained the value of test. That is nothing but OC test. Next we are going to conduct a short circuit test. In short circuit test, we have connected that R and Y phase through a multi-ammeter. Okay, so we are going to check the value of your current over there. Okay, right, after short circuiting, right? So in short circuit test, the value of field current is kept to one value by changing this field rheostat, and simultaneously what is the current we get over that series current between your R and Y phase, it is being measured here. Okay, so it is nearly 4.9. so the current what we get is 0.21 into 2 is nothing but 0.42. okay, so 0.42 what the value of current we get, and series current what we obtain is 4.9 amp. Okay, so this is nothing but short circuit test in the same EMF MMF method. Previously we have conducted open circuit test, and here we are conducting short circuit test. This is the overall procedure and explanation for your EMF and MMF method voltage regulation calculation for your 3-phase alternator.